A lesson in love and honesty. My name is Elena. I am a teacher, and I love my job. Every day, I step into my classroom, greeted by bright and curious students who fill my heart with joy. Teaching has always been my passion, and I find happiness in helping young minds grow. Last year, I met John. He was also a teacher, specializing in math. From the moment we started talking, I found him easy to be around. He was friendly, funny, and had a way of making conversations light and enjoyable. Our conversations flowed effortlessly, and soon, we started spending more time together. At first, I thought John liked me. We laughed a lot, shared stories, and enjoyed each other's company. But there was something he never mentioned. He was married. I had no idea. He never spoke about his wife, and I never had a reason to ask. Then, one day, I received a call. "Hello, is this Elena?" a woman's voice asked. "Yes, this is me," I replied, feeling a sudden nervousness in my chest. "My name is Olivia," she continued. "I'm John's wife. We've been married for 5 years." I froze. My breath caught in my throat. "What?" I whispered, unable to process her words. "I don't want to lose John," Olivia said, her voice trembling. "I love him. I want to keep my family together." My heart felt heavy. I listened in silence as she spoke, struggling to understand how I had been caught in the middle of something I never intended to be part of. "I saw you with him," Olivia continued. "I just thought you should know the truth." I swallowed hard. My mind raced through every conversation, every smile, every moment I had shared with John. How could he have hidden something so important? "I never knew he was married," I said quietly. "I have pictures," Olivia said. "I can show you." A few moments later, my phone buzzed. I hesitated before looking at the screen. There they were, John and Olivia, smiling together, arms wrapped around each other. They looked happy. They looked like a family. Tears welled up in my eyes. I felt betrayed, confused, and guilty all at once. I had unknowingly stepped into another woman's world, into her pain. "Please," Olivia pleaded, "don't hurt my family. I need your help." Her words echoed in my mind. I closed my eyes, taking a deep breath. I knew what I had to do. "I understand," I told her. "I'll stop seeing him." It was the right thing to do. No matter how much I cared about John, I couldn't be the reason for someone else's heartbreak. The next day, I saw John at school. He smiled as if nothing had changed. "Hi, Elena," he greeted me, his voice warm. My heart pounded. He had no idea that I knew everything now. "Can we talk?" I asked. He nodded, sensing the seriousness in my tone. We walked to a quiet corner. I took a deep breath before speaking. "John, I need to talk to you about Olivia." His face changed instantly. His smile disappeared. "What do you mean?" he asked, shifting uncomfortably. "She called me," I said. "She told me everything." John's expression turned to one of panic. "Oh no," he murmured. "I should have told you." Anger and sadness swirled inside me. "Why didn't you?" I asked, my voice steady but firm. "I was scared," he admitted. "I didn't want to lose you." I shook my head, feeling the weight of his words. "But you have a wife," I said. "This isn't fair to me. It isn't fair to Olivia." "I know," he said softly. "I made a mistake." I sighed, feeling both exhausted and heartbroken. "It's too late now, John," I said. "I can't do this." His eyes filled with emotion. "Please, don't leave me," he whispered. "I need you." I felt tears prickling my eyes. I had cared for him. But this wasn't right. "You have Olivia," I said gently. "She loves you." She wants to keep your family together." John lowered his head. Silence stretched between us. "You need to choose," I told him. "You can't have both of us." He didn't say a word. I took a deep breath. "Take your time," I said, "but I won't wait for you." Then, I walked away. It hurt. Every step felt heavy, but I knew I had made the right decision. Days passed. I buried myself in work, spending time with my students and friends. I tried to move on. But late at night, when everything was quiet, I found myself thinking about John. One evening, feeling lonely, I called my best friend, Maria. She always gave good advice. "Can we meet?" I asked. We met at a small cafe, the warm scent of coffee filling the air. I told her everything. "You did the right thing, Elena," she said. "You can't be with someone who is already committed." "I know," I sighed, "but it still hurts." Maria nodded. "That's normal. You need time, but you'll be okay." Her words comforted me. I realized that I was stronger than I thought. A week later, I decided to meet Olivia. I wanted to make sure she was okay. "Can we meet?" I asked her. She agreed. We met at a park. The air crisp and cool. She looked nervous. "Thank you for meeting me," she said softly. "I wanted to see how you're doing." I told her, "I'm sorry for everything." Olivia nodded, tears in her eyes. "It's hard for me," she admitted. We talked about John, about her fears, about her love for him. "You're strong," I told her. "Talk to him. Be honest. No matter what happens, you'll be okay." She nodded. "You're right. I need to face this." "I'll support you," I said. "I don't want to be part of your pain." She gave me a grateful look. "Thank you, Elena." That day, I realized something important. We were both strong women. And we had both loved John in different ways. A few weeks later, I made a decision. I needed a fresh start. I moved to another city, leaving behind the past. On my last day at school, my students hugged me. "We'll miss you, Elena," they said. Tears filled my eyes, but I knew it was time for a new chapter. As I settled into my new life, I found a new school, new friends, and new happiness. One day, I received a message from Olivia. I talked to John. She wrote, "We're trying to work things out." I smiled. "I'm happy for you," I replied. "Thank you for understanding." She wrote back. As time passed, I healed. I moved forward. I found happiness again. One evening, as I walked in the park, I felt at peace. Love was complicated, but I still believed in it. And I knew, one day, love would find me again.